Hey guys, how you doing today? Okay, so we're gonna work on our girl, and I'm going to use Folk Art acrylic paint, and the color is Parchment because I want her skin to be light. So this is a little bit of a beige white, like a cream, but more beigey, just to stick out more than doing a skin tone flesh color. And then I think I was going to cut her out and put her on a canvas, but I think I might just do a background on the back of this paper. Yeah, I might do that. Now, I want to make her eyes blue. I usually do green, but I think I'm going to do blue on her because of the dark hair. So I'm just taking, this is Apple Barrel acrylic paint. The color is, where's the color? Where's the color? I always lose the color. Cool blue. And that's what that looks like. But you can use any color that you want. And this, I'm going to open. I was shaking it, and I'm opening it. I'm going to do her eyes first. So I want her eyeballs. So I want a smaller brush. So, and I'm not going to wet my brush before I go in for the eyes, which I usually do, but I'm not. I hope y'all had a great weekend. The weather was nice. I think Saturday it rained all day here. But yesterday it was nice. We kind of just hung around and didn't do much of nothing. Which is nice. None of us are feeling well, so just hung out. And been watching, I just got caught up on the last season of Sons of Anarchy, so when that starts, I'm all caught up. Because I watched the first 3 or 4 seasons, and then I don't know why I didn't. The other shows came on, and I just figured, oh, I'll catch it when they put it on Netflix. However, they haven't put it on Netflix yet, but I watched it. And so now we're watching The Following. That is on Netflix, the first season. And I, for some reason, got that confused with 24, so I wasn't really excited to watch it. But then, once we started watching it, I realized it wasn't the TV show 24. It's The Following. And it's about a serial killer and his following. And it's really, really good. And it's on Netflix. So I'm sure you can get it on Hulu and all that kind of stuff too. Now I'm going to start painting her. But really loving it. We watch quite a few episodes a night. That and my husband's watching, we take turns on what we watch. But he's watching, which I watch when he has it on Fringe. Because like all the seasons are on there. So he watches that. In between, so we take turns. And a bigger brush. Now, if you get a little bit of the paint on the hair, it's not a big deal. Because we can go back over it with the black. But I need a bigger brush. But you don't want to go too big because you don't want to hit the eye too much. I mean, we can always go back with our marker or your paint or whatever you used. And also, if you go to knittingandthings.com, you can, I think there's 2 days left, maybe 1 day left. Now, for a contest I'm having for you to be able to win some Prismacolor face colors, colored pencils, and an eraser, and a circle template. The video, if you go back, I think it's only 1 video from here, you'll be able to see what is being given away. And I've got a lot of messages of people wanting, instead of me doing like big giveaways for when I hit the 1,000, because I'm over I'm like 6,200 almost. So usually when I hit a big number, like 6,000, 7,000, that kind of thing, I do big giveaways. But a lot of people would rather me do smaller giveaways so I can do more, and then they have a better chance of winning. So if you could write and let me know in the comments what you think about that. What's your thought process on having more giveaways but smaller, or having one big giveaway? Like I said, I wish I could give to all of you guys. I don't care either way. It's what you guys want. I'm just going to paint over that. It's just going to be too hard for me to do that. Now, if you have a Q-tip, I bought these from the dollar store. There's pointy ones, whatever. I just kind of go, I wet it a little bit and just kind of go clean up a little bit of like where I went over the hair. And you just give it a little, you wet it a little bit and you get it off, some, you know, off there. And like I said, we can definitely throw another coat of the black over that, but while it's still wet and hasn't set yet, look at the other side now, we can just go in and clean it up. And it just will help us when we throw the next, you know, the black coat on one more time. Just makes it a little easier. But yeah, so let me know if you'd rather have one big giveaway or you like having small giveaways, because I do have quite a few giveaways here ready to be given away as they close. Like after this Prismacolor one closes and I get it mailed out, the person claims it and I get it mailed out. And then, oh, I dropped some right there. It'll go in the background. And then, do her legs. You know, I think that sounds good because then people can, a lot more people can win. And it's not, they're not big, they're just, you know, maybe you get a couple silk paints, a couple paint brushes, maybe you get some scrapbook paper with it, maybe you get, I'm not worrying I'm going out of the lines on them because I can shade those back in, same with the arms. You know, you can give, you know, I have clay, I have all kinds of stuff, so that I have put aside for giveaways. It's just my health and everything going on in my life. It's like a button was pushed and hectic happened, and it's not feeling good, and then everything being so hectic, it's hard to find time to sit down and do the art that I want to do. Now you see, my hands are bothering me today. I painted her. I got to trace out her, you know, her nose and all that kind of stuff. Not going to be too worried about it. I'm going to take the Q-tip, and I see right here, I'm just going to erase a little bit of that because some of the face went out. You want it to be a little wet. And then I'll lift that before it cures and dries. You don't want to rub your paper too much because, of course, it's going to make it peel. But I just do that because I'll be doing a background over that, so it will cover it. But for now, that's what we got going on. And you can see it's a beige color. You don't have to do a beige color. You can do whatever color you want. You can do, you know, one of my favorites is Santa's Flush from Ceramicoat. I have Light Portrait from Folk Art. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. Now for the eyes. So I kind of got to wait for the face and all that to dry. So what I was thinking was, rinse out my brush. Okay, so I'm going to do the background on here. So I'm going to probably end up selling this piece of paper with the drawing on it for like, I don't know, couple bucks. Rather than cutting her out and putting her on, because it's going to be harder to cut her out, especially with her hair. It's wavy and all. So I want to do backgrounds. But what do I want to use for my background? That is the question. I want it to be shiny, yet I don't know. I want to stick with purple. And I know I have white. Where are you, white? White. You are white. White linen. Okay, so I'm going to take my Dylusions. Now, if you don't have Dylusions, use whatever watercolor paint you have, Crayola. Use markers, watercolor, pen, crayons, markers, whatever you got. It doesn't matter. Use crayons. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to do this in a different way, though. And let's see. I'm going to unscrew it. I'm going to, and you know how, most of you who know me, I'm like clumsy. So I have purple and white. And I'm just going to kind of dab it on there. So same with the purple. So it kind of, well, that purple kind of matches too much. But we'll see what we can get out of here. All right, I just don't want it to waste. Okay, so now I'm going to take a brush. And what kind of brush do I want? I kind of want a moppy brush. This is a Loew Cornell round. See how with the piece of dog hair on it? It's moppy. And I'm going to stick it in the purple. Just the tip. And I'm going to go and I'm just going to like paint it. I'm going to put a little water because it is water soluble, and that'll make it go a little bit more. Now we can stamp on top. We can do whatever we want. But right now I kind of want to get a background and I want the variation of the colors. I think what I'm going to do is wet my brush one more time. All right. Now I'm using Bristol paper, which honestly, you want to use watercolor paper, whatever. I love the Bristol paper, so as long as I don't continue to go back and forth like this on the, why is my camera? You know what I need to do? Excuse me. Hello, how you doing? There I am. There I'm not. Okay. As long as you don't go like back and forth and rub, you won't have the problem of, I'm going to take some white. Where's the white? I shook the white, but the white's not coming out. That's not cool. All right. I guess it's going to be screw the white. White linen. Did I not shake it well enough? Shake, shake, shake. Oh, I must not have. I didn't even hear the little ball. I'm shaking it now. Look, you can see my fat right here on my stomach. I'm shaking. Touch my hand. I don't know if you can see it. It's just shaking. It's like doing it to the blob dance. Okay. I think I shaked it enough. Let's see. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's kind of going on my dress. I didn't want it to. So I'm just going to dab it. But it's okay because it's mixed media. I'm going to get that off the hair there because we're going to end up having gray hair if I leave that on there. But I'm going to use my brush for that. Because remember, it's water soluble, so whatever we put on it will reactivate it. So I'm just going to kind of do that and take my paper towel, dab on the hair a little bit to get that wetness. See, nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I'm going to go in and paint some of my white around with my purple. And right now, all I'm doing is creating a background. Obviously, right? And I'm going to go in a little bit more with my purple. And kind of like dot it. And I'm going to leave it run. Run, little friend, run. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. Put a little bit of water. Run, my friend, run. Okay, it's not running like I want it to. I don't want to put too much water because I can see it's kind of blowing. And really, you don't need to see me blowing on the camera. All right, right here I got a little white, and I'm going to mix with that purple and get a... All right, I'm going to go in here with some of this purple and kind of block it out a little bit because I'm going to add a different color in here as well. And I'm going to have to use a smaller brush, but I can have... And remember, all this we can go over if we go into the... Run, little friend, run. Okay. Now, I better put the cap back on my purple because you know what happens with me and paints. Now, I got to find my water bottle. And when I tell you I've not been in here in a week, I'm not lying. Water bottle. Where are you? I think it's hiding because I've been ignoring it. Dang it. Don't you hate that? I have 20 water bottles. Do I see any here? No. I don't know if this is water in here, but we shall see in a momento. So I'm going to squirt that. Can I give them a squirt? Now, working on a background with your thing here is hard when you've done your drawing first, if that makes sense. It's really not ideal, but when you're playing around and happy little mistakes happen, you know, I mean, we can go over her. I only put one coat on her face, so I'm going to go over her again with another coat of the face paint and on the arms, and I'm going to outline everything. But, you know, you see I'm determined, but it ain't going nowhere. So I'm just going to kind of tap it and get some texture going there because we're going to use different colors. And you see when you tap it up, you can see where it kind of soaks in a little bit, where you're getting a more pink than a purple. And it just is delicious. It's like wearing a tie-dyed shirt like when we were teenagers. How fun was that? Okay, so now I want... This is called Radiant Rain by Shimmering Mist by Luminart. And I bought one to try it. I have their silk paints, and I have the Twinkling H2Os, I believe they're called. So I wanted to try this. So I'm shaking, shaking it. You can use yellow. Now listen, if you don't have these sprays, any kind of sprays, leave me a comment below. I will do a video on with food coloring, with acrylic paint, with watercolor paint, with everything that you can make sprays with to make it shimmery, to make it not shimmery, whatever you want. So just, I know a lot of people are writing me, asking me to do things, do some yellow, asking me to show things because they're new to the channel and they're not, you know, nobody wants to go back 500 videos as much as you might enjoy me. And this is a bright yellow. I like that, but I think I might hold off on that until I do the other yellow. As much as you might enjoy me, and who doesn't? Let's just say that. You guys don't need to comment nor put the thumbs down on that one. I'm just going to use my yellow. It is called Lemon Zest from Dylusions. And I'm going to run it. And I'm mixing and matching. It doesn't matter. These are colors. I want them to be bright. Overlap so you get beautiful mixtures of colors and different colors. But yeah, so just leave me a comment. And like I said, I know a lot of you that are new to my channel will write me and say, you know, do you have a video on this? And I'll say, yeah. And I'll say, do you mind doing it again? You know, because honestly, I don't want to go through all my videos again to find. I mean, I know on the channel you can search my channel for certain things, but I don't know how well that works. And I don't know, you know. So I do have some requests that I'm going to be doing that I've already done, but just doing a little more updated and that kind of thing. But this is to play. The reason doing on a separate, if you use a piece of printer paper, use a piece of whatever you have, you know, use a piece of whatever you have I get this, I don't know how I got this, but I get this variety magazine in the mail. Comes weekly. It's about as big as my freaking head. I mean, it's humongous. And I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to glue they're thick pages on them. I'll show it in my next video. I'm going to make a journal from it and just play. Because there's so many things I want to experiment and do. And I have journals. I have moleskins and all of them, but these are big pages. So I can really concentrate on one page, if that makes sense, than doing like a double page. I love art journaling. I just like making things on a bigger scale. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna try it. Now I'm just going in with the yellow, going in with that lighter color to go around. Now, I know I've watched Diane Reevely, I believe her last name is. She is the Dylusions lady. And she puts these in mini misters, and she puts them in water pens and uses them. Genius. And if I had the money, I would have a lot of water pens. I might have, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe. I think, and the only reason I have so many, which that is because my friend Rose, I love Rose, she sent me some, and I have them. So I've thought about like taking certain colors that I know that I'll use and trying it like that. But for now, this is what I'm doing. I'm going all Kelly on it, and I'm just kind of dipping in there and using it as my paint. And like I said, I'm clumsy mumsy, so I have to be careful because it wouldn't be the first time that I've knocked things over. All right, so I'm just going to go around her hair a little bit more, and then we're going to pick one more color. And I know she's supposed to be dark and kind of gloomy, but I don't know. She's not dark and gloomy, but she's, you know, like a little odd little thing. Kind of like me. I'm an acquired taste. Okay. So I kind of digging. I'm going to go back in with, gotta figure out which goes on what, because, alright, so the Radiant Rain, I will wait, the one from Luminart, I will wait and spray in a bit, since I used that yellow. Now, what I want to do is I want to kind of go in, you can see you know what, I think I gotta put my camera up like on something else on top of what I got to do is use my damn video camera is what my ass got to do, but that requires me to do something, and who the hell wants to do anything? Okay. This is Inkadinkado Lilac spray ink. I've had these forever. I think they spray like in a stream. They don't even spray good, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when I got these a couple years ago, they sell these at AC Moore-Them. I didn't know that you were to clean out your spray pump. And what that means is when you're done spraying, you should take the lid off, finish spraying your pump to get it empty, put it back in, and then wipe off your nozzle where the spray comes from, and then you won't be clogged next time. Some of us are clogged. And this is, I'm just going to drop some all over. Now this has a little sheen to it. I'm gonna put the lid back on. Now I'm going to wet my brush just a little bit. Nothing major. And I'm going to just kind of run this, because when it dries, it will be shimmery. And you can see it's almost like a paint pen consistency. And you can also see, let me tell you, wait. So it's shimmery, okay. Now what I'm not digging is that I forgot, because I haven't used it in so long. I should have used a bigger brush, and I should have stuck it in there, because look what happened. But this isn't a big deal, because But do you see like it where I laid the drops of it? It kind of soaked in there. No big deal. We can go over and fix that. That's not a big deal. But I wanted some of that sparkle because it is very, let's see if you can see how shiny. It's very shiny. But I kind of want to hold off on that until I kind of get my background going. Let's pick some orange. This is squeezed orange. Dilutions again. I'm giving it a nice shake. Opening it up. I'm opening it up. And I'm just going to do this right here because I just don't want it to drip because I hate wasting. I hate wasting. And this obviously is spreading much better than the other. I'm going to put some of this all over and just run it. Remember, we're going to be stamping over this. So, and if you're using your watercolor, do whatever colors you want. I was going to go very dark on doing her, and then, I don't know, my life has seemed very dark lately. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to make her have bloody eyes and all that kind of stuff like I was originally going to do. So I thought I would just call her Odd Girl. And do the background. And I'm just adding wherever. Use a bigger brush, smaller brush, whatever you have. Just make some marks. Doesn't matter. Clean off your brush in areas that might need a little bit of color. Because you still want that yellow to come through. And just cover up area, like if you have areas that still have white showing. Just go in and kind of hit them up. Okay. And I just want a little bit down here. And then just go clean your brush off so all the extra color's off. And then make sure you put your lid bag on. Oh, come on there, baby. Okay. So, now you can let this dry. It's like 312 degrees here in humidity. Or in my room, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So I'm just going to give her a quick dry on the background paper. And you can see it doesn't, the only thing that went through was the Inkadinkado spray ink. So I'm going to try to stay away from that. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, let me see how I got that face going. The face is good. Got a little splatters on her. That's okay. I'm going to go over her face very quickly. One more time. And then I see right here some spray got on there. Just going to go over it real quick where I see it needs a little bit more. And it's okay if you don't want to go over it again and you don't mind the extra sprays on there. It really doesn't matter. It's mixed media. It's supposed to be fun. And I can hit like the arm where I see I got some of the spray. Over here. Okay. Okay, that's all I'm going to do there. I'm not even going to worry too much about it. Now, obviously, the eyes and all, I'm going to wait. So this needs, there we go. Sometimes you got to use your fingers. I'm going to wait until this is completely dry. So that'll be the next video. We're at a half hour, so I don't want to go too long. But once the face is dry, the skin's dry. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do the eyes. Obviously, we're going to do our black pupils. I don't know if let me see if I have my marker here. Well, I should probably wait till I get the eyes done. But, and then we're going to go around the eyes. We're going to go in and redo the eyebrows, her little nose and her little mouth, give her some lips, and trace out, you know, the neck, the arms, the legs, that kind of thing. This background looks like a hot mess right now. And it's supposed to, because we're going to be using a few stamps and some stencils and some different techniques to kind of bring it all together. I'm thinking about doing a odd animal on this. I don't know if I'm going to draw it on here and then paint it, which I might, or draw it on a different piece of paper. I don't know, but I think she needs a little friend, so I might do her a little friend, and that kind of thing. But just think of it like this. Now, if you look at this very, you know, quickly look at this, you can almost see food coloring. And what I mean by that is like the bright yellow and the orange and, you know, the reds and the blue and the green. You can use those. You can take, you want to take a clean palette, but you can take a palette, you can take little medicine cups or, you know, whatever, squeeze your food coloring in there. And I like to go to like the dollar store and get those little Dixie cup things, you know, and do a few drops in there, 5-6 drops, some water, stir, till you get your color that you want. And you're basically going to get, and I'm going to do a video on this, but you'll basically get your yellow, and you'll have a green, and you'll have red. So do you know what I mean? And you'll have these bright colors to go with. You don't have to have dilutions or, you know, whatever kind of sprays there are. And like I said, I'm going to go through all that with you. But this is very, very easy and simple to do. And like I said, the background's just, that's what it is a background. Like I said, I can go in and, you know, I want to make sure the face is all dry. So when I do the black, you know, when I do her eyes up and her eyebrows and her nose and all that, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm probably going to maybe try to draw a little friend on here. And just make her just, you know, she's just a little girl with crazy hair. You know, but I have to stamp. I have to figure out what I'm going to put. And then, like I said, I'm either going to stencil or stamp. I have some, let me show you. I have this one, which is from Angie's Antics. She sells stencils. She sent me quite a bit. I'm trying to grab them. Okay. Okay, these are numbers. So I might just do some black paint and stipple some of this in here. I don't know. But I got numbers. I got this really cool owl. I got the goddess. And this is Angie's Antics. And you can look her up on Etsy at Angie's Antics, which is ANJI''S''ANTICS. Or you can look in my about, like my description below my video, and then I will put the link there, and then you can go there. She has a lot of great stencils. And I know in some of the videos I've used some of these, so I like them. I like them because I like the, now she did a different, I've not used these two yet, but she's done a different kind of plastic with these ones than these ones, but it doesn't, I have an issue with, and some companies have them thick and some don't, the thicker stencils. And what I mean by that is like this part, not so much, you know what I mean? Like I like them thinner. I don't know why. But they're easier for me and my hands and to use, and I just find them better to spray and better to do all those kind of things. Now, she used a different one, like I said, on these two. So I've obviously not used them. They feel a little sturdier than the other, but I don't know if that's the case or because this is only cut out in the owl, as you can see. So it makes it more sturdier than this would be because it's cut out everywhere, if that makes sense. So we'll be using some stencils, but I will put her link down below because they're awesome stencils and you should go check them out. And what else did I want to say? Don't forget to go to knittingandthings.com for the contest. I'll put that link below as well. And I think that's all for today. I don't think I have... I think this is as far as I'm going to go today. And I just wanted to do the background and kind of get it done. And the next time I'm hoping tomorrow, I make another video. She will be almost pretty much done. And then we can move on because I got a lot of fun things to come up. And like I said, and the giveaway is going to be done and very exciting. Very exciting. So that is it. I also have a great group on Facebook called All Things Creative. If you want to join, come friend me on Facebook. I'll put that link below as well. And just hit me up on Facebook and say, hey, can you add me to your group? I'll add you in. It's a fantastic group. I've really been neglecting them this summer because I've had so much going on. But they just keep going. They keep going and they keep doing it. And there's no drama. And they have it running. And they are the nicest people in the world. They help. And it's just, I'm very blessed to have that group because they are so supportive. So I want to thank them. And like I said, you can hit me up and I'll add you. And we're starting prompts up again. So that's fun. That's fun. We're going to do different things. This one for Monday, like I'm going to put prompts up Mondays. I think Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm not real sure. But Monday, today's thing is using crayons. Because I think that people have the misconception that you can't do art because you can't afford Dylusions or, you know, certain things. I love golden paints. I'm not going to lie. If I had the money, I'd be buying them. However, I am also a freak for folk art and Ceramicoat, and I buy store brand, and I also love airbrushing paint. Do you know what I mean? I hate the acrylic paint dabbers by Tim Holtz, but I like his distress paint dabbers. So, you know what I'm saying? You can, you know, I love all those things, but a lot of things you can make yourself nowadays. Everybody's making videos on them. Everybody's using them, and you don't have to break the bank anymore to do art. So like I said, we're just doing, you know, we're going back, and if you have kids that you homeschool or that type of thing, or on a weekend, or you're a grandparent and they come and, you know, you want to sit and do something with your kid, you know, your grandkids and all, then you do a, you know, a fun thing with them with the crayons or the markers or whatever. Crayola is a great brand for even us as adults when you don't have anything to start with. So that's just that. Like I said, I'm not gonna continue to keep going on and on and on. However, that is all I have for today. So, as always be kind to each other because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. We're all fighting battles every single day. And it's not cool to be mean to people just for the sake of being mean. You know, we're all just trying to live and make it the best that we can. So, that's why I never put dislikes on people's videos. I just go to the next one. I try not to fight with people anymore. I just kind of rid people that just aren't good for me out of my life and just kind of move on. And like I said, I have a great group, so that keeps me going. They all keep me going in there with them posting and all that they do. So I'm very grateful. So check out, like I said, the links below. It'll be my website. It'll be Angie's Etsy site for her stencils, which are absolutely fantastic. And I think I'm done blabbing. Can you tell I haven't done a video in a while? Because I'm like, I could sit here and talk to you all day. But what fun would that be? All right. You guys rock. I want to thank each and every one of you. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Any questions, answer them below. Like I said, as you go through watching my video and I'm asking questions as you watch the video, answer them in 12 different comments. It doesn't matter. I read them. I try to answer all that I can, the best that I can. And let me know about the giveaways and what do you think about having smaller ones so we can have more and more people can win, or do you just want a big one? You know, when I hit the next 1,000 mark, let me know. Let me know of any craft supplies that you want me to show you how to make at home very easily. Ask me any questions and I will tell you no lies. So y'all have a great day and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye guys.